just to find the striker. And the back heel flick was absolutely superb towards Topalovic. What a goal that would have been to equalise. But just sent wide in the end by the youngster. Well, they have played some very nice stuff indeed since they fell behind to Sevilla's goal on 50 minutes. But Karlsruhe at the moment holding firm. A combination of Hans Christian Bernat and a couple of missed chances like that one from Topalovic, meaning it remains 1-0 Karlsruhe. As now Inter are going to make another change here. Christian Kibu obviously wants to use all of the players he possibly can. I think he's bringing off Claudio Mai, who we saw earlier on with a chance. Matteo Lavelli is the man coming on. Well, of course, as many players as possible joining the squad in Donaueschingen, just down the road, for the training camp last week. A number of World Cup stars not featuring. Slowly but surely they are coming back. It's a real shame that Hakan Çalhanoğlu cannot play today against the team where he started his career. But he is in the stadium. I'm sure he's enjoying being near his hometown of Mannheim very much indeed. Well, Karlsruhe just starting to slow things down slightly. As we see Franke taking his time over this free kick. There's the confirmation of the Mai substitution for Lavelli. Jung just threaded into midfield, and well, the new arrival Vardenen there taking a crunching tackle onto the ankle. Just played into a little bit of trouble there by Jung. Well, Maximilian Senft there, I think, asking a question about perhaps why was there no yellow card flashed for that one coming in. We've seen 2 yellow cards, one for Bovio in the first half and the second for Sevilla, the goal scorer 5 minutes ago. And perhaps in a competitive fixture the referee would have thought about getting the card out there. Summer friendly, no real need for it. As we've got a quarter of an hour to go. Can Karlsruhe hold on? Well, this Inter side with a couple of very experienced players and some very young players as well. Can they draw level? And the ball around the corner, and that's well picked up by Sebastian Jung. That's excellent defending from him, and he wins the goal kick as well. Off to Palovic, who's had a couple of decent efforts since coming on at half-time. And a long ball from Jung. And the attempted turn there from Fukuda, not quite coming off. Defender was tight to him. Another bouncing ball. And the Japanese player looking to press. Bastoni, though, using all of his experience just to keep his calm head there. As Inter back up the other end and winning a free kick. It's spread out towards DiMarco. Back in for Zielinski. Bit of weaving run. And the block coming in. Zielinski going down. Not really having a look at the referee as there's a shot from range here. And dealt with at the second attempt there by Bernat. Well, starting to have a shoot on sight policy here. Inter. It was Akinson Miro once more. He was on loan at Pisa last season in Serie A. Got relegated, but valuable experience with 24 appearances. Only one appearance so far for Inter. But it does look as though Christian Kiwa would like him to make the breakthrough into the first team. As there may be a break on here for Vanitsek. The keeper there, Di Gennaro, doing well to rush out ahead of the Karlsruhe captain, who didn't miss a minute of Bundesliga 2 action last season. Such a fit player, even at 33. And he will not want to come off here with his team winning 1-0 against Inter. Zielinski, Polish international. Over 100 caps for his country. And over 400 games in Serie A. Polish Footballer of the Year in 2023 as well, despite a certain Robert Lewandowski being his countryman. Goes to show his quality as there's a shot which is blocked there. It was Lavelli. Just trying a volley from all of 25 yards on the turn. He was ambitious. And I think the Karlsruhe fans have had a very fun day today. It is the season opening for the club. They've had other matches going on today, other friendlies as well, with shadow teams and very youthful games as well. Their under-10s have played here today, earlier on. Plenty of events around the stadium too. And this is the showpiece against Inter. There's a chance to make it 2 for Karlsruhe, and coiled just over the bar. Well, it opened up there for Ponente Ramirez, the 19-year-old signed from Köln this summer. Karlsruhe have been following him for a long, long time in youth football at Köln, and they have handed him his first pro contract in football. Well, if he can produce that kind of quick feet in Bundesliga 2, he will be a real danger. He is left-footed, likes to play on the right of the front three. That's a challenge, well won in the centre. I think the Inter players were expecting the whistle. Nothing came of it, and the ball sprayed forwards here for Ponente Ramirez. Has Italian roots as well as Spanish. And I'm sure he's very proud to be playing here against Inter, even in a friendly. And as he tries to turn inside, and he's been brought down there by the defender up against him. Slightly scrappy from Inter on that occasion. Akinson Miro just going in a little bit too aggressively there. We've got 9 minutes remaining, and a dangerous set piece here for Karlsruhe. Inter were coming on very, very strong a couple of minutes ago, looking for the equaliser, but now it's Karlsruhe hoping to double their advantage. And it looked looks as though there's going to be another change here before this ball can come in from Maximilian Senft. No, it's as though it's Paul Scholl, centre-back, who's coming on for the attacker Shio Fukuda. I think that goes to show that they are quite happy just to stick with what they've got here, Karlsruhe, even though we're not playing for points, of course, in the summer friendly. It's also a good opportunity to look at Scholl as the set piece comes in. And they keep the ball. Sevilla back to Bernat. Long ball punted forward. Decent one as well. Trying to find Noel Eichinger. Haven't seen too much of him since he came on. It's been sustained into pressure since then, but perhaps now with Karlsruhe just getting a bit more space, he might be allowed to show us what he can do. That's another huge ball out from Bernat. As the ball is well won by Inter there on the right-hand side. It's drifted infield, and the shot comes in, and it's well over the bar. Disappointing that from Davide Fratesi. You'd expect better from him. And he only made 3 starts in Serie A last season. Perhaps he's just fallen out of favour slightly under Christian Kivu. Over 150 Serie A appearances in his career. A very decent player to have as a squad addition, you'd have to say. A man with experience from Sassuolo and Roma. As the time is ticking down so slowly though for Karlsruhe, although there's plenty of space now on the right for Jung. Just a little touch on the ball, and it could be a penalty there. The referee having a look at it. Vanitsek going down, and I think the referee deciding there's nothing in it. Well, the ball was looping up there as Vanitsek tried to bring it under control. I think it's Fratesi who's got an arm in his back, and I think the referee's got it just about right. There's not enough in it to give the penalty. Of course, we don't have VAR at this summer friendly, but I'm not sure that the video assistant would be taking too close a look at that one. Now back up the other end, 5 minutes to go. Inter, and they get a leveller here in their first summer friendly. Oh, Jung there perhaps just showing a little bit of fatigue during this summer break. 36 years old, trying to make a late run down the right-hand side. And in the end, it was a bit of a heavy and tired touch from him, as Karlsruhe were almost in. Here he is again. He could spray it towards the left, as Inter really are pushing up and leaving enormous gaps. I think it's just a little bit of cramp here for Sebastian Jung.